Welcome back, my dear friend, on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the topic tails. Okay, and in this topic we have to know about the tails and its parts and how can we identify of this tail. Okay, so first the meaning of the tails. What is the means of the tails? You can see the definition of the tense, a form of a verb that show if something happens in the present, past or future. Okay, it means something happened. For example, you can see here she reads. She reads or she reads or she will read. Okay, here the three sentence and all the three sentence refer to the different parts of the tense and we can identify it with the help of the verb. I give you another example like she writes a letter, she wrote a letter and she will write a letter. So in this sentence you can see here subject is similar in each sentences, but you have to see here verb is different in each tense. In the first sentence you can see writes. In the second sentence you can see wrote, and in the third sentence you can see will write. So it is the part of the sentence that is show something happened in the tense. So in this tense refers for the present tense. This verb refer to the past tense, and this verb will write. This verb refer to the future tense. So we have to identify this tense by help of the verb. Tense is a time. Tense is a time, and it's refer to the time when we do our work. Okay. In the first sentence we work in present time. In the second sentence we work in a past time, and in the third sentence tell us about that the future times. So these times refer to the different tense. It is different time. So we have to say that it is the only a happening, something happening that was happened in a present, past or future. Okay. Before starting this chapter, you have to very important to identify of the tense and how can you can use the subject according to the verb. You have to see here the subject C. Here is the subject C. And according to the subject, you have to find out here is the right. I give you another example like they write a letter. They wrote a letter, and they will write a letter. You have to see in the first sentence here the subject they and the verb is write, and here the see. Subject is see and the verb is write. So this sentence refer that we have to use verb according to the subject, and it's called the subject and verb agreement. Okay, it is called subject and verb agreement. First, you know about that subject has two parts. Subject has two parts, noun and pronoun. Generally, subject has two parts, noun and pronoun. Another, you have to add more than adjective phrase, article, etc. are the many words will be added in the subject. And if the subject is the singular, then you have to use the singular number verb. And if the subject is the plural, then you have to use the plural number verb. Okay. So you have to read it in the next chapter when I will talk about the chapter subject and verb agreement. So first you can see here we have to understand about the tense. Okay, tense is a form of verb that show something happened in a present, past and future. So tense has three parts. How many parts? Three parts. First is present, second is past, and third is future. Okay. The tense has three parts: present, past and future. It means we have to do many of the things, and that will call the action, and we have to do all action word in present tense, past tense and future tense. And every tense has its sub part, like a simple present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Okay, it has four subparts. Present has a four subpart, and same name will be appears in the past tense. Okay, in the past tense. So as the past tense has a same name, like a simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense, and same name as in future. It means simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So first part is the simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. We have to know about this part, these sub parts. Okay, sub part of the present, past, and future. Its the first part will be the simple, and now we have to learn about the simple tenses. Okay, so I think you all learn it. All the sub part of the tense will learn, and it has a total 12 parts. How many parts? 12 parts. So it is very important for you. So let's start its first part of the present, past and future. So first part is the simple tense. Okay, simple tense. So simple tense, everyone know that the any action will happen in a present tense, that is called the simple present tense. First we learn about the simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense. In the previous class you have to learn about the pronoun and noun. Okay, pronoun and noun, and I think you have to learn it very well. So when we start the learning of this topic, there is the some of the importance fact is very important. The structure of the sentence: subject, verb, and object. If the object is no, that is no, not necessary. Okay. So first is subject and verb is very important to use in a tense. Subject has a two parts: noun and pronoun. Noun is the any singular number, plural number, gender, etc. are the words like a book, books, Ramesh, Riya, etc. are the noun words, and the pronoun word is the proper noun word, personal pronoun word. Okay, personal pronoun is he, she, it, I, we, you, they. Okay, you can see all these words is the subjective part. It is the personal pronoun and it is the subjective part of the subject. So all these words you can see the noun words and the pronoun words. All these words will make the subject. Okay, and we have to use also a verb. And how can we use the verb? So first, according to the subject, we can use the verb. Okay, if the subject is a singular number, okay, the verb will be singular number verb. If the subject is a plural number, then its verb will be plural number. Okay, how it will be possible? If you have to see here, Ram. Ram is the singular number nominative word, nominative subject. Ram goes to school. Ram goes to school. So Ram is the subject, go is a verb, and rest of the word is a complement. So goes, and you can see Ram and Ramesh go to school. In this sentence, you have to see that in the first sentence, subject is the singular number, then you have to use the singular number verb. And if the subject is the plural number, then you can use the plural number verb. Okay? It means if the noun word is like a book is a noun word, and when you add SRES with the noun word, then it will be the plural number. For example, book will be books. It is the singular number and it is the plural number. Okay, but its opposite will be the verb. If the verb is a go, then its form is the plural. Its form will be plural. You can see here part of the plural here. Plural. And when you add es or s, then it will be the singular number, like it goes. Okay. So if here you can see Ram is the singular number verb and the singular number subject, singular number noun, so the verb will be the singular number. Okay, and here the Ram and Ramesh both are the plural number subject. It's referred to the plural number subject, that its verb will be the plural number. That's clear? Okay. Now we study about the simple present tense. Then we divide the subject into the two parts. How many parts? Two parts. First will be he, she, it plus singular number. Second will be I, we, you, they plus plural number. The subject, both are the subjective part. Okay, both are the subjective part. It is the first part, he, she, it and singular number, and second part is the I, we, you, they plural number. Both are the subject. With this verb, you this subject you have to add the verb singular number. Then verb first form add s r e s. Okay, add s r e s. And with this subject you have to add verb first form. Okay, then other word or object plus object. I think you know very well the structure of the sentence. Subject, verb and object or other word are complement. So subject is he, she, it and singular number. Verb is verb first form with the s, r, e, s, and the object is here. Okay, the same as the plural number. Subject with I, we, you, they, and verb is the plural number and object. Verb first form means you have to know about that the verb has in three form. How many form? Three form. Main three form. First form verb first form, second form and third form. Okay, go is the first form, went is the second form, and gone is the third form. Okay, so first form is the go. So you have to add I. You have to add I. So I give you an example of this structure. Take any subject like a he. He is the in column of the singular number, and verb will be first form. So write is the first form of the verb. Write. Okay. As the saying, use s, r, e, s with the subject. So subject is he. So you can add s, r, e, s. So you have to only add s and write a letter. So letter is the object. Clear? Take one subject from this any one word from this subject. You can take a you. Okay, you. In place of you can add I, we, they, anything. Anything are plural number noun word like a Ramesh and Riya, books. Okay, children. So you, here the subject is the you, then verb first form. The verb is right, its first form will be right. Verb first form will be right, and after that object a later. Okay, so this sentence telling us about that if the subject is he, she, it or singular number, then you can add verb first form with the s, r, e, s and use the other words. It is the simple present tense. And if the subject is I, we, you, they or plural number, then you have to use only verb first form. You can see here, use in place of the subject you can add you, and the verb will be the first form and it is the plural number. It is already in use in a plural number, and here the object is a letter. So you have simply identified by help of the verb. If the verb has s, r, e, s, then it will be simple present tense with this subject. Okay, and if the verb is a first form with this subject, then it will be simple present tense. I think everyone clear it. Now next is simple past tense. Simple past tense. In case of present, I will write here past. Okay. Now simple past tense. Okay. Your sentence structure is subject plus verb plus object. Okay. Here we have no divide the part of the subject in any parts. Okay. We have to collect all the subject and write in place he, she, it, I, we, you, they plus singular number plus plural number. Okay. We cannot divide the subject into the two parts or three parts. It is a used in a single part. He, she, it, I, we, you, they, singular number and plural number. With all subject, you have to use the verb second form. Verb second form, and then you can use the object. Okay. The structure of sentence: subject. All these words will be the subject, then verb second form, and then object. Object will the same. Okay. I gave example. Take any word like a he. Write in the first form, and its second form will be wrote. Okay. He wrote a letter. Okay. With this subject, they wrote a letter. Okay. With any plural number, children wrote a letter. It is the simple past tense. Okay. Simple past tense refer to an action that has already been completed in past tense. So you can see here the action will completed in past tense, already complete in the past tense. And to express some of the past habits, for example, my father always played golf on Sunday. Okay, so this type of the sentence will refer simple past tense. And in the simple past tense, we have to use all subject, and with the all subject you can use the verb second form and then object. For example, if the subject is he, the verb is second form and then object. If the subject is they, the verb is second form and then object. If the subject is plural number like a children or singular number like a child, then write second form. With all the subject you have to use the second form of the verb. That's clear? Now next is future tense. Simple future tense. Okay? Future tense. Okay? Future tense, in order to say what we think or believe will be happen in the future. Okay? And future, we have to divide the subject in the future tense into the two parts. How many parts? Two parts. First is I and we. Okay? Second part will be he, she, it, you, they, singular number plus plural number. First part is the I and we, and second part is the he, she, it, you, they, singular and plural. With the I, we, you have to use the shall. Shall is the helping verb. Okay? Shall. And then verb first form. And then object. Okay? And if the subject is he, she, it, you, they, singular or plural, then you have to use will. Then verb first form. And then object. Take a single example of this tenses like a I. Take any subject I or we. With the we, you have to use shall. shall. Okay, then our verb first form. Verb first form will be write. Okay, write a letter. Clear? And if the subject is in place of we, you have to use the he, she, it, or any subject of this part. Like take a singular subject or any he. Then here the helping verb will be we, not shall. Will. And the verb first form, after the will, use the verb first form, write a letter. Okay, shall and okay. So this type of the tense have their own helping verb like shall and will. We have to use shall with the subject I and we, and rest of the subject you can use the will. And in the both time you have to use the verb first form. Clear? So this is the simple tense, and it is the first part of the tense. I hope you all understand this chapter. So I will talking about the next video of the continuous tense. So thank you for the watching video.